All right, good morning, trade pros. Welcome to our morning market update for this beautiful Tuesday, May the 26th of 2020. It's George from Trade Pro Academy. Hope you guys are having a great day. Just trying to adjust the camera here. Hope you're having a great day and hope you had a great weekend. Just a reminder, today is the first open trading day of the New York Stock Exchange of the week. We had a long weekend in both the United Kingdom or the UK and also in the United States, where Monday was Memorial Day in the US, and then it was just a bank holiday in the UK. So we had some reduced volume, but we did have some movement. We had quite a bit of upside yesterday. I didn't get any of it because I don't trade holidays. I find that days that they do move well enough for a trade opportunity are offset by the days where they don't, and they just drive you nuts. All right, let's start with the morning market update with today's morning market fun fact. This is kind of cool. On this day in 1896, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was first published, the very first time, with its initial 12 members with great industrial giants of the time. Listen to these companies: American Cotton Oil, American Sugar, American Tobacco, Chicago Gas Distilling and Cattle Feeding, General Electric, probably the only one that's still around from this company list. All right, Laclede Gas, National Lead, North American, Tennessee Coal and Iron, U.S. Leather, and U.S. Rubber. Right? It's like, those are more simple times where if you were in the sugar business, it was American Sugar. The name is legit, the country and the product they're supplying. All right? Think about how much more variety and choice consumers have these days. That's mind-numbing to me. Here's the other crazy part. In 1896, the index Dow Jones was trading at $40.94. Interesting stuff. All right. What's driving the upside here in equity markets? Getting on to a more recent time like today, more countries are allowing economic activity to return to normal levels or closer to more normal levels and lifting these stay-at-home orders, all right, around the world. That is causing a lot of demand to come back online, and everyone's giving this a shot, even though there are a surge in cases in countries where they have lifted some of the stay-at-home orders in the past 2 weeks. Nonetheless, we had great weather here in the eastern side. This week we were up to 30 degrees Celsius in Canada. You just look about like 2 weeks ago, we were down in the 10s. But anywho, point is, it really good weather for the first time, and I think everyone just said, screw it, I'm going out. I've been shacked in pretty much all winter. I'm getting out there and enjoying myself. All right, Japan ended its state of emergency. Britain outlined plans to allow retail shops to reopen once again. Germany is reportedly at this moment looking to lift travel bans and travel warnings. All right, in the U.S. over Memorial Day, bars, beaches, parks, everything you can imagine was jam-packed and full of activity. You can see a lot of images coming out of that. And in Toronto as well, where we're located in Canada, a ton of activity. People are kind of getting back to it, enjoying the nature is the first step. And then I'm seeing a lot of return to consumption as well. With our new home purchase recently, we're doing a lot of projects around the house before our first kid comes. And so I'm running out to the store like every second day to get stuff. Rona, Home Depot, etc., whatever. These home renovation stores, and there's massive lineups. Yeah, there's the social distancing stuff. Good job, Trey Bowl. He said, taught him to trade, and now he's making money. That's fantastic, brother. Good job. Stay consistent, stay humble. Let's keep going, my brother. Anywho, I'm seeing a lot of activity resume, which is great. Another driver to the upside, which is putting a little bit of optimism in the market, is news that a company called Novavax is starting the first human study of its experimental coronavirus vaccine, all right, making it one of at least 10 worldwide that are being tested on humans, all right. Angela, you want a quick tip on how to get into Home Depot? Don't tell anyone. Only if you want it. No lineup at all. I'll give you a quick tip, but you can't share it with anyone. It's only for traders. It's kind of like a trader lineup. All right. All right, what you do is you go through the gardening center. No one ever goes to the gardening center. Get in, line up at the gardening center. There's like 1 or 2 people max, mostly nobody. And you just go in, and through there, get into the regular store. Shh. If I see a lineup at Home Depot today, I'm going to be pissed. Unless it's you, Angela, then we'll have a nice chat. All right. Here's the thing. Traders look for easier ways to do things. You guys should know that. Traders have some great shortcuts, if you will. All right. So there's 10 vaccines being tested at the moment And they're planning to enroll 130 people from 18 to 59 in Australia for this study. And it's expecting initial results in July. All right, that's a big deal. It's just one company, and there's 10 others that are working on a solution. All right, it's still early, but there is optimism and excitement that a vaccine would be on the way. A vaccine at this moment would probably be the only thing to restore 100% of confidence, and even then, it wouldn't be 100. But a vaccine would be the fastest way to get back on track to where we were before. It won't take a day or a week or 2 weeks. It might take months to even years for the full consumption to resume. But a vaccine would certainly help supercharge that curve, all right? So that's what we're watching on. Separately, a company, Merck & Co. is teaming up with rivals also for 2 potential vaccines and an experimental drug against people who already have coronavirus. And so it's interesting, all right? That's putting in a little bit of excitement in the market as well. Markets are reopened today. Historically, New York Stock Exchange, their physical trading floors are also reopening. They're back on the floor today. Exchange is reopened following a 2-month closure. All right, and that's obviously due to the pandemic. Here's the rules for traders who are returning to the floor. They have to wear masks. All right, they have to avoid taking public transportation, and they got to follow social distancing rules. All right, and they can't smoke cigarettes in the alleyway in the Merck building. Just kidding. It's never going to change. There's like a sea of cigarette butts outside. All right, and in addition to that, there's going to be plexiglass barriers set up to help them stay apart. That's kind of odd for a trading environment. We'd love to see pictures, but we're not going to be able to, because in addition to all that, they're signing liability waivers that prevent them from suing the New York Stock Exchange. All right, if they get infected there, they're pausing these bell-ringing ceremonies and IPO celebrations and not allowing media into the trading floor. And so the reopening, though, which is great news, will provide us a little bit more liquidity, a little bit more of volatility. In today's markets, Japan's up 2.6, Hong Kong's up 1.9, China up 1%, so Asian markets up across the board. In Europe at midday, London up 1.4, Paris up 1.4, Frankfurt up 0.7%. And in the United States, huge whopping rally, 2.2% on the Dow, 2% on the S&P, NASDAQ above 1.9. Crude oil back up to $34 a barrel, up 2.5%. Gold's down a percentage point, Bitcoin's up 2%. All right, so markets are choosing to look at the economy restarting and ignoring the tensions between China and the US. All right, at what cost will that be? We don't know. Watch for developments. Remember, when things are hunky-dory and everyone's celebrating, that's when you got to start to expect a little bit of a worry. I'm not going to poop the bull party. If it keeps going up, we'll get on board. But I'll tell you this, I have a feeling there could be some tweets or squawks or news today. Keep your ear to the wire. And that, if any news comes out, expect that we priced in a lot of bullish stuff. If anything comes out less than optimistic, a little sour, it's going to be a bit of a spill. All right. Other than that, though, absent any kind of news squawk or any developments from China, US, upside's the right side. You got to trade the trend. You might not like it, you might not agree with it, but you don't have to agree with something to make money. All right. Remember, in trading, we are followers. We are not leaders. You can be a leader in your community with the money you make trading, but you're not going to make money trading by trying to lead. You have to follow the trend and do your job. All right, that's what we're planning to do today. Looks fairly bullish. We broke 3,000. That was a key resistance structure. Markets are pushing up. All right, 10 a.m. we have consumer confidence, huge report. 10 a.m. we also have new home sales. All right, 10:30 we got Dallas Fed manufacturing survey. 11 survey of business uncertainty, 1 p.m., 44 billion 2-year note auction, and then Fed's Kashkari speaking. So watch out for top of the hour. There's some news, a little bit of a rally. What we're looking for here is an early morning pullback off the opening bell, down the key support structure, grab the trade long and see if we can continue it to the upside. All right, that's what we got for today. I'm trading out of my office, a little bit of an echo. I apologize. I'm going to do something about it. The problem is this is the least acoustic friendly room in the whole house. It's just a square box. All right, but there is an angelic glow in the morning. Love you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you had a great long weekend. Let's do some trading in the room, set some levels, and some ideas. Both oil and equities are hot today. A lot of opportunity. Let's get it. YouTube, love you. Be careful. See you tomorrow. Ciao.